Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. Just ran over it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent, establish the run game early on offense.
They'll run it on the counter. At the 45 on his way. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter, but you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Might as well give it to him again. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Now they're going to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback moving. And he'll finish
I love the aggressive nature and the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
Miami 7, Arkansas 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down for this offense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. A run for the quarterback. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got a lot of running room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Direct snap. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Here we go. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 14, Miami 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They got it. It's blocked. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Line getting set on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
They decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Comes out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got...
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense drags him down.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Bush. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arkansas. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Royals. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime. And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job with the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Buying some time. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
The 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. The 20, the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You just throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much comp.
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board. Throws toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
28, Miami, 7.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
On the
Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. Shakes off the tackler. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more.
Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him.
A shot toward the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
A first down for the offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Past the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Canes moving quickly to the line. He leaves it with his back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Miami, 14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Smashes through the tackle. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He's back to throw on second down. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Wide open downfield. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. What a catch and run for 6.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Purdue. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hip.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And a sensational return, and they finally...